Rigth speech. The third one is rigth speech. In Pali, it's called samavaka. Right speech is the first element of the ethical conduct, sila, selection of the Eightfold Path. In our modern world, it extends beyond spoken words to include emails, social media, and text messages, and so on. And it is practice of ensuring our communication reflects our commitment to non-harming and wisdom. So the first part in this lesson in the right speech is the 4 traditional components. As the Buddha defined right speech through our specific abstentions, abstaining from falsehood, not telling lies or misrepresenting the truth. It is about being honest and reliable so that others can trust our words. Abstaining from slanderous, decisive speech, not repeating stories to create conflicts, or instead focus on the goal to use speech that promotes reconciliation and harmony. Abstaining from harsh language, avoiding swearing, insults, and aggressive verbal attacks. So the right speech is gentle, polite, and reaches the heart. Abstaining from idle chatter is not engaging in talk that is shallow, pointless, or distracting from the path of growth, and it is the wisdom to know when to speak and when to maintain noble silence. The second one is deep reflection for practice. The third one is why it matters. And right speech is a powerful mirror for the mind. We often lie or use harsh words because of fear, greed, or anger. By observing our speech, we gain direct insight to the 3 poisons: greed, hatred, delusion, that is operating within us. Reflection is to notice the impulse before you speak. Ask yourself, am I saying this to make myself look better, as I'm greedy? To hurt someone, it's hate, or just to fill the silence because I am restless in a delusion. 3, why it matters. Right speech protects the world and the practitioner. It creates an external environment of trust and an internal environment of mental clarity. When we stop lying and gossiping, the mind becomes much calmer and less burdened by guilt or social complexity, making meditation much easier. So I remember once I listened to a Buddhist nun, and she said something very interesting that I will share with you here. It was like, if you don't know what your anger is, if you don't know what your hate is, if you don't know what the greed is, try to observe the outer world. Try to observe other people, not just all the time, but take some time to understand when somebody maybe get angry or do something, hurt somebody, or if you see a situation where somebody hit another person, what is caused by this? And one of the lessons I have added to this book is dependent origination, which is a deeper reflection that you could spend in a retreat, for example, where you really take a deep look at the cause of violence, for example. So, and I would just say a little bit about it as a reflection. If you are not in contact with no one, then there is no harm. There is no harming no one. You can harm yourself, but you don't harm other people. And so if a contact starts, then if the contact should remain good, there should be some ethical principles that are aligned with one another. And if your values and the way you want to spend your life, days and life are not the same, then the risk of getting angry and getting in greed, hate, or delusion is much bigger. So then the best thing is to retreat, take a step back from the people that have caused you to get into this hate or greed or anger, the feelings that hurt you or them. But if you don't know it, you can also observe it as an intention on television and see what happens when somebody, for example, a president or a person with a very high power position in the world, says something that is caused by ignorance or by their own mental state of mind, that they don't think before they say something, before they open their mouth and say something about a whole nation of other people, how much violence it can create in a very short period of time. It is, of course, it's a historical. It's because of history and the paradigms that have been passed on from one generation to another generation, and to from one religion to the next religion, or the generation of the next the religion that the next generation is believing in. So religion is belief systems, and if we talk harsh or we say bad things towards other people in public as a person with a lot of power, it has tremendous effects on larger populations, people that are getting hurt in a very quick way. So therefore, this third lesson it is not just a symbol that I have put a lotus flower on the mouth. It's really to symbol that to share the symbol of, if you don't have anything constructive, something good to say, to share, then it's better to just say nothing, because what you say is very difficult to take back, and people remember it for many, many years, maybe 100 of years, what has been said and told, even though it was not meant in the way it was said. So what we think and what we say and what we express is very important, related to what we actually manifest around us. And that's why retreating is so important, and also one of the chapters here, why retreating creates peace for you, but also for the people around you, to be who they are with no expectations from you, stepping back from your role and also giving them space to be. And it starts with this right view, right intention, and right speech. And in the next lesson, I will share the right action. Enjoy and just take your time. This is not a practice that is going to be rushed through. For me, it started when I was about 13. And it just increases in the understanding, and the understanding helps me become more aware and more in charge and more in control of who I am when I'm not defined by the outside circumstances. And this is what my intention is with this whole card book and series of spiritual teachings and lessons, is to inspire you to take the right path for you, where peace and calmness is the most important one. If you have the basic needs that you have in your life, then this path will help you to solve problems that you might thought you could not solve. So have patience and borrow my belief that it will unfold in a beautiful way when you persist and you keep practicing this.